All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And salutations to the brethren that are pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. All right. Once again, this is your brother Yahweh Allah from GMS Chicago coming at you again with another lesson. All right. And in this video, I want to go into the history of the Northern Kingdom. You know, going through the history through the scriptures, and also showing some receipts, some evidences, all right, of the northern tribes being the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, the so-called, right? But you know, because today you have the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and Native Americans who are the real Hebrew Israelites. And the fact that they were split up, all right, and then these two main groups are are situated in Babylon, serving captivity, is a big proof that we are those people, all right. And specifically, I want to go into the Northern Kingdom. So, without further ado, I'm going to jump straight into it. This is the book of First Kings, chapter 11, and verse 29. And it came to pass that at that time when Jeroboam went out of Jerusalem, that the prophet Ahijah the Shilonite found him in the way, and he had clad himself with a new garment, and they two were alone in the field. And Ahijah caught the new garment that was on him and rent it in 12 pieces. All right, and he said to Jeroboam, "Take thee 10 pieces, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh of Israel, behold, I will rend the kingdom out of the hand of Solomon, and will give 10 tribes to thee." All right, so 10 tribes were given unto Jeroboam, and this was going to be the Northern Kingdom. All right, and the other 3 tribes, Benjamin, Levi, and Judah, all right, were going to be the Southern Kingdom. You know, most commonly referred to as the Jews. Because, you know, that was, you know, short for the tribe of Judah, all right, which was the head. All right, so that's why in the New Testament, the Israelites are called Jews, because for the most part, that's talking about, you know, for the most part, the Southern Kingdom was, you know, still around in the land, okay? But as far as Israel, the Northern Kingdom, all right, they got separated, all right, and ultimately sold into captivity to the Assyrians. Now, if we follow their history, all right, it points to you to the Northern Kingdom being brought here to the Americas, all right. So without further ado, I'm gonna keep going into that history. Okay, I'm gonna go to this next verse here in the next chapter, First Kings chapter 12. And verse 16, it says, "So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them," all right, and this Israel is talking about that Northern Kingdom, the 10 tribes. It says, "The people answered the king, saying, What portion have we in David?" And David was of the tribe of Judah, all right, so he would be considered the Southern Kingdom. It says, neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, O Israel, now see to thine own house, David. So Israel departed into their tents. All right, so there you go. This was the separation. You know, a lot of people who claim themselves to be Christians, all right, or say they you know, believe in the Bible, don't know about this great piece of history, man. All right, that the 12 tribes were split into two groups. All right, but look at what ultimately ends up happening to the Northern Kingdom. All right, we know what happened to the Southern Kingdom because you could read about them, you know, throughout you know, the book of the Maccabees, you know, and all the pretty much the whole New Testament, man. All right, but if we follow the Northern Kingdom, this is the route they took. All right, this is 2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 6. It says, "In the 9th year of Hosea," let me actually start in verse 1. It says, "In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hosea, the son of Elah, to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years. All right, so right here you already have the split. All right, the king of Judah was Ahaz. All right, and the king of Israel, the northern kingdom, was Hoshea. All right, now I just want to bring out that point. I'll jump back down to verse 6. It says, in the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria and placed them in Halah and in Habor by the river of Goshen and in the city of the Medes. All right, so they were taken to the land of Assyria. They were taken out of the land of Israel. All right, and taken into the land of Assyria. Now, if we go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and verse 40, and this is really the precept that sparked this lesson. You know, we had this Mexican dude come out to the camp on Saturday, and this is what we were trying to bring out to him, but because, you know, Jake is already a full cup, they don't want to humble down and hear the words of the scriptures. You know, he was blocked and he wasn't able to get it, man. But, you know, we can do these lessons to still bring out the edification. Okay, so I'm gonna start in verse 40. It says, those are the 10 tribes, right? Those 10 pieces of the garment that was given to Hoshea, right? The northern kingdom. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land, and in the time of Hosea the king, all right, which we just read, whom Salmanassar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. All right, so here they were in captivity amongst the Assyrians, but they came to a council to leave the Assyrians, and yet even going to a further country. It says here where never mankind dwelt. All right, and for the longest, all right, the east, all right, the east, which, you know, includes Europe, Africa, all right, what they call the Middle East, and even all parts of Asia, all right, that was known as the known world. All right, and the place where never mankind dwelt was here in the Americas. All right, this was land that the men didn't really know about. All right, but this is where that innumerable multitude, which Israel, they're described as the sand of the sea, all right, as the stars of the heaven. So this great multitude came to the Americas, man, and they were the first ones to populate this side of the land. All right, and you can actually see through their customs, all right, that a lot of archaeology, all right, and their customs show that we are those people. All right, I want to start from over here, this end here, because it's starting to become common knowledge that that border of blue with the fringes is an ancient Israelite custom, man. You know, and Jake can go find it in the scriptures. You know, I'm not gonna read it. You know, but as you can see, these are Native American garbs, and when I say Native American, I mean natives to all the Americas, North America, South America, Central America, and South America, man. All right, here it is. They got the border of blue with the fringes. All right, and here you have one in the museum with the border of blue. All right, and the fringes. Here goes another one in the display. All right, so these are authentic pieces that show the border of blue and the fringes. All right, here we go. I'll quickly swipe through them. All right, you can see the border of blue as well. All right, here you have in Los Lunas, New Mexico, you have the 10 commandments written in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. All right, this which predates the arrival of Columbus. Okay, so here you go. You got the Back Creek stone. All right, right here with the Hebrew, and then you have pre-Columbian cave engraved with a 7-stick menorah in Michigan. All right, so this is pre-Columbus, before he came here. All right, and this is accurate according to the scriptures. You know, you have those that call themselves Jews that are living in the land right now. They have a 9-candle menorah, when in the Holy Bible, the sacred scriptures, it tells you that it's a 7-candlestick menorah. So this is actually accurate according to the history of the Bible. All right, but let's go back to the second Ezra 13 and read a little bit more. It says, verse 42, it says, so they decided to go to this further country, right? Verse 42, it says, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land. And the attempt of keeping those laws are not only shown in here, the Lost Luna Stone in New Mexico, and then the garments with the border of blues and the fringes. All right, but it's also was documented by Esau Edom that they were trying to do these things as well. All right, in the book Christopher Columbus and the Participation of the Jews in the Spanish and Portuguese Discoveries by Meyer Kaiserling, all right, in page 98 to 99, all right, I'm going to read this bottom portion here. I actually typed it out so that I can copy it and paste it to be able to translate it to Spanish, all right, but here it goes. It says, their rites and ceremonies, as well as their language, form one of the main arguments in favor of this theory of descent. So they've been having this, what they call it a theory, right? But they've been having this realization that our rites, our ceremonies, all right, and the language that they spoke supported, was in favor that we were the descendants of the Israelites. All right, and look at, as like we keep reading, it says circumcision prevailed amongst the Indians. So it wasn't like it was a small thing. It was prevalent. All right, you know, it happened often. It says they often bathed in rivers and streams. All right, and this is where the page turns from 98 to 99, and streams. It says they refrained from touching the dead and from tasting blood, which all these are laws that you can point back to the scriptures. It says they had definite fast days. Marriage with sisters-in-laws was permitted if they were childless widows, which that's what the sons of Judah had to do, you know, and there's an account of that, all right, that you know, the woman, well, the man died, one of the sons of Judah died, all right, and his brother was commanded to go in unto his sister to bring back a lineage for him, man. But he threw the seed in the ground, and the Lord killed him. All right, which that's a precept that a lot of people like to use, that you can't spill seed, but really it's talking about bringing forth your brother's lineage, man. Okay, so let me keep going here. It says, wives were discarded for new helpmates. All right, they also sacrificed first fruits on high mountains. That's pretty specific. The act of circumcision and actual sacrificing the first fruits. All right, that's very specific, and it's specific to the nation of Israel. It says, and under shady trees, they had temples and carried a holy ark before them in the time of war. And that's all the book of Joshua. All right. So, it says they were also, like the 10 tribes, inclined to idol worship. And that's big amongst the Latinos today, man. You got Guadalupe, you got Pale Flesh Jesus. They have, a 1,000,001 angels that they worship. I don't know the exact number, but, it's many, man. All right. And that's how people are now, man. Superstitious, given to idol worship. Look at the time of the Aztecs and the Mayans. They had a god for everything, man. Look at the Native Americans now. They have a god for everything. All right, a god, a wolf god, or whatever it is, a god of the sun, the moon, of rain. This is our people. All right. So the evidence bears witness, man. It says all writers and travelers agree, moreover, that there were many Jewish types of face among the Indians, the Aborigines of America. All right. So there you go. You know, this is what happened to our people. All right, and the evidence is clear. All right, and if Jake, they came on Saturday, the so-called Mexican, if he would have humbled himself, all this information would have came out to him, man. But Jake, hey, like Jake has been described, they're hard-headed people, man. All right, which is another clue that we are those same people, man. All right, let me go to these final precepts and I'll close out. You know, I just want to bring out this info to show, man, that we are those people, man. Actually, this is the last precept here. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33. You know what? My bad. I got more here in the second Ezra 13. All right. So they went to a place where never mankind dwelt, so they can try to keep their statues, which Esau, Edom gave testimony of that they were trying to keep the statues. Verse 43, it says, and they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river, for the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through the country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half, and the same region is called Arsareth. All right, Arsareth. Now let's go to the Jewish Encyclopedia and let's see what they say about Arsareth. All right, these are Jewish scholars. All right, and look at what's written about it. It says, the name and land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the law of Moses. All right, this is what we've just read. Until the time of restoration, according to the fourth book of Ezra, which, you know, in the English, it's the second book of Ezra, because, you know, but in reality, Nehemiah, the book of Ezra and Nehemiah are the first and second books. All right, and then you got first Ezra, which is really the third book of Ezra, and second Ezra is really the fourth. All right, and so the fourth book of Ezra, chapter 13, verse 45, this is what we just read. Okay, and right now we see the restoration, man. You see the Latinos waking up with their brothers Judah, all right, and bringing up this word again, man. Ultimately, the Lord's going to restore us again. All right, but the point is here, it says Columbus identified America with this land. See Kaiserling's Christopher Columbus, translated, all right, by Dr. C. Gross, page 15. All right, so there you go. Christopher Columbus knew that the natives of the Americas were Israelites, of the 10 tribes, 10 lost tribes of the children of Israel, as they say. All right, so the evidence is overwhelming, and you know, it's gonna get to the point where, you know, the mercy that the Most High is extending out for Jake to get back into the good graces, to turn back into the Most High, is gonna be closed, man. All right, so the information is out there, man. We are those sons of the Most High. All right, and we got to turn back unto him, man. All right, I'll finish it off with this last precept. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. So right here, they're saying, this is saying that we're in captivity together, right? The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. Let's see where it says. Verse 34, it says, their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. But see, the thing is, the ancient Babylonian captivity was mainly, it was after the Assyrian captivity. All right. So the fact that it was afterwards lets you know that this isn't talking about the ancient Babylonian captivity, because before that ancient captivity, the northern kingdom, the children of Israel, the 10 tribes, they had already been gone to the land of Assyria, and then gone to Arsareth. So this couldn't be talking about the ancient Babylon, because namely the southern kingdom were the ones that went into that captivity mainly. Okay, so this is talking about mystery Babylon. All right, the daughter of Babylon, man. All right, and it's talking about America the Great. All right, America. You know, the fake. You know, Babylon the Great, as it's written. Okay, and we're here together, man. The minorities, all right, the serving class people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We were brought here, you know, the Southern Kingdom was brought here in cargo slave ships. All right, we all went into those boats. All right, we both got hanged. We both went into captivity, man. And to this day, we're still here in Babylon the Great. All right, serving this captivity together. All right, bearing witness now that we are those sons of the Most High. All right, and the evidence is there, man. So I just wanted to bring that out. You know, Lo willing, I pray this was an edifying lesson. Like always, I want to end by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and salutations to the brethren pushing forth this word in truth and in sincerity. Unto the next one, brothers, say shalom, and as always, abad babal.